When we're cutting our fabric, we also need to cut fusing. And this is an iron-on fusing that I like to use. A fusing is essentially an additional piece of fabric that makes part of the garments a little bit stiffer and sturdier. So areas of the garment that will be fused is the cuff, and you can just feel it's a stiffer area. And then also collars, waistbands on trousers, flies on trousers will also be fused. Any area of the garment that just needs a bit of reinforcement to keep its structure. This is an iron-on interfacing, basically. I call it fusing. There's a lot that can make fabric feel quite papery and too stiff. So find a good quality fusing from a local haberdashery shop, or you can order them online and do a few tests yourself. I've got a lightweight woven one here, and in exactly the same way as we've cut our fabric, we're going to cut the fusing matching our grain lines. Now fusing, if it's woven, will have a grain line. You can either use the grain line exactly the same as on the fabric, like this, or directly perpendicular. You've got the cross grain, which is also a really strong grain for your fusing. So I'm gonna place mine on the cross grain. The reason I use a cross grain a lot is that it works really well for fabrics. You can't tell any difference whether you're going up or across on fusing. And also it does help to save a lot of fusing that way. You get a much better costing with the amount that you have. So I'm placing mine along like this, and you do have quite a visible line and direction of the weave on this one. So I'm going to follow by eye and pin my perpendicular grain placement along here. With fusing, what you can also do, which might be slightly easier because it's so lightweight, is bring your chalk to it and draw around your pattern piece, like so. Again, you need to pay attention to the instructions on the front, whether you're cutting a pair or a single piece. So your fusing pieces won't have any notches on. I've got my cuff fusing here, no notches. If I'm cutting a piece that would be cut in fabric and fusing, I do have notches on this piece because we've already cut it in fabric. I'm not going to snip my notches on the fusing, so you can ignore that. We just need a plain shape cut out in our fusing. So once you've marked your fusing on or pinned it on, you're ready to cut out.